Okay, so this is the start of my YouTube channel. And yes, I'm aware I don't really look good, but I don't really care. So I got an like a comment on Snapchat saying that I should give relationship advice. I mean, I'm not really the best at relationships because most of the guys that I've dated cheated on me. So I just say if you're looking to have a relationship or if you're in a relationship, stay loyal to them. That's the most important thing with communication and trust. So if you don't trust them, then you shouldn't really date them, I guess. But just having trust issues with someone is the worst thing, and not communicating with them well enough is the worst thing. So, if you're going to go into a relationship, you should probably be friends with them before and just see where that goes. And if you trust them in the friend way, then try to go to the next level. And I'm not the best at speaking about things because, I'm not in a relationship. I want to be in a relationship, but it's probably not going to happen for a while now. And I just feel like if you're going to have a relationship with someone, you need to actually care for them. And if you don't, then you shouldn't go into it because it's going to end up hurting the person that you're dating in the long run. And it might be okay for the first week, but if you start thinking that something's going wrong or have second doubts, I feel like you should end it. And it might be hard because you have a strong connection with that person, but in the long run, you need to think about yourself and what makes you happy and what helps you and benefits you. So if being in a relationship is toxic for you with this one person, then don't be with them. It might be hard, but it's gonna help you more in the future. So I just think if you're going to have a relationship, you should trust the person, you should be able to communicate with them well, and you should just have a strong connection in general, because that's one thing that is key in a relationship that you want to last long. Like the last relationship that I had. And most people that are probably watching this know that my ex-girlfriend is Lily. And most people know that I loved her a lot. And I still do. But it hurt when we broke up because she was my best friend for a while. And to lose that with someone that I trusted, that I loved in the way more than a friend, it just hurt. So I feel like if you're going to go into a relationship and you think it's going to affect your friendship after, don't go in it. Because if that friendship means something to you, then you would want someone to still be your friend in the long run instead of an ex that you might not like after you date them. Because there are people that are great friends but terrible girlfriends or boyfriends. And I just feel like if you don't feel comfortable with the person with, let's say, not wearing makeup, then you shouldn't date them. Because there's something with me that if I date a guy, there's some guys that I don't feel comfortable dating unless I have makeup on And whenever they see me, I want them to see me with makeup on because I'm just insecure. And I'm getting better. I mean, it's gonna take a long time, but I'm getting there. So it's just, if you're gonna go into a relationship, you need to know and you need to think about the pros and cons. I know it might sound like stupid, but when I go into a relationship, I think of the pros of the relationship and the cons that could come out of it. And most of the people that I've dated, had a strong relationship with, and I trusted them. And sometimes that wouldn't help me in the long run because it ended horribly. And I mean, I'm friends with most of my exes, so it wasn't that bad. But I'm just saying, if you want to date someone, just know who they are, figure out more about them. If you're not really that close, then just be friends with them before you start anything else, because it might hurt you not knowing who they are. And another thing, if someone tells you something about this person and they're your friend, then listen to them, but don't always be like, oh, this is my friend, I need to trust them. I mean, yeah, you do need to trust your friends, but sometimes they could be wrong. Like, everyone can be wrong sometimes. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna go into a relationship, know that you will benefit out of it for as long as you're in it, and just be happy with them. If they make you sad, or if they say things about you that make you feel depressed or sad or just overall terrible, don't date that person. Because the people that I've dated had always had my best interest at that time. And most of them were my friends before. I was good friends with them, and I felt, okay, we can take this to the next level. I like them more than a friend now, and I think it would benefit me for the time being because they make me happy. So, I mean, if the guy or girl that you're talking to and that you're dating or wanting to date is saying nice things about you, like complimenting how beautiful you are, or how smart you are, or just saying things to you that make you feel good about yourself, then that's probably one of the people in your life that you would want to date. And it's not all about looks. And that's what I'm going to say next. Looks aren't everything. Well, at least for me. For me, it's personality, how you interact with others, how you make me feel, and if you're just overall smart or just nice and caring and sweet, and the things that most people are like, well, I just want them to be hot because that's all I care about. But if you wanted to date me, you would have to have a personality, you would have to have friends. I mean, you don't have to have a million, but you just gotta have one at least. And I like shy people. I like people that go out of their comfort zones. It's just, I'm an outgoing person, and I like someone that could reflect off of me. And I don't want them exactly the same as me, but I just want to know that I wouldn't have any doubts dating this person, because if I do have doubts, then I'm going to feel bad for myself after we break up. And I just feel like if you're going to go into a relationship, just know that you like them. And if you don't, or if they feel, and if they're showing signs that they don't like you at the first part, just don't do it. And just think about what's going to affect you. in this relationship and after it ends, because not every relationship works out. And sometimes it could be a week or a day relationship. And then there's some times where it could be like a month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe more than that, maybe a year. But just think about your best interest while dating this person, because if you feel uncomfortable with them, if you don't see yourself in the future, like even maybe a day in it, then just don't do it, because it's gonna hurt you, and you don't want that for yourself, because no one wants that. And if you, like, being insecure for myself, it's hard to trust people. I have really bad trust issues, and that's what sucks when I'm in a relationship, because I feel like they might not like me as much as I like them, or I might be the one putting in all the effort into it, and they don't really care. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna go into a relationship, just know that it's gonna make you happy, that person makes you happy, and they wouldn't do anything to hurt you for the time being. So, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go into a relationship, just know that you like them, at least. Like, it doesn't have to be, oh, I love you, let's kiss, let's make out, let's do all this. You don't have to be every couple and just do that in front of everyone. Just be yourself and be proud and confident. So, that's my advice. Take it or leave it. Peace.